In this video, I just want to briefly talk about why I believe that Amazon publishing is the best online business for a beginner to get into, at least for myself. If I were starting over again, publishing is what I would choose every single time, even if I didn't have, the skills that I have now. Now, we've been in the world of online business since 2016, so around 5 years at this point, and I am aware of basically every online business opportunity there is. I guess the majority of it, selling physical products, publishing, which is very unknown in the grand scheme of things. The majority of people within online business don't know that this exists. And then you have like digital marketing, agency style, business, consulting business, things like that. That makes up the majority of the online business opportunities there are. And if I were to start over again, I would still do publishing. There are two main reasons why it beats others. And this first one is a quality that publishing has that all the other models that I've mentioned do not. And that is that it's truly passive income, where you can, now first, I guess let's define passive income. Passive income is not click a button and then money farts out of your computer, okay? To create passive income, you have to build something first. So you create books, you launch them, you publish them, and then once that work has been done, meaning hard work has to be put in first, then you can step away and not work on it at all, and your books will continue to sell and make money month after month after month, year after year. And I don't know of any other online business model that works in the same way. Now, just to explain why true passive income has been made such a big difference in our lives, I'll go back to 2018 when publishing was our main thing. And I'll speak for Christian. This was, what Christian went through. He spent 6 months upfront creating a bunch of audiobooks, published them, launched them. And then we wanted to start a YouTube channel. And if you know how YouTube channel goes, you have to work on it for a long time without making any money. And that's a lot of reason why people can't invest all their time into making YouTube videos, because you gotta make money as well. But because we were making money from the books that we had published, we could spend all of our time on our YouTube channel and still be paid continuously over and over every month from our books without spending any time on them. Now for Christian, over a 7-month span, he made over $50,000 in pure profit without spending a second on the business. And that continued after 8 months, 9 months, and so on. But there is no other online business model that can do that. Even Christian's wife, Charlotte, who we got into publishing back in 2019, she, I think, published 8 books in a matter of a few months, and then once again completely stopped working on it, hasn't touched any of it in the last 12 months, and still gets paid around $1,500 to $2,000 every month. And that will continue next year and the year after. There will obviously be a slight decline in book sales over time. That's normal, but she will continue to make money on those books every single month, every single year. So that's the main reason why I love publishing. Now, the second biggest reason why I love it is because it is probably the lowest risk business that you could start. Online business in its own is a very low risk opportunity. If you just start a brick and mortar business, you need a lot of money to invest up front. And that is also the case with a lot of different online business models. And yes, it is highly recommended that you were to invest money to pay for writers, to start a book publishing business. But the cost is so low compared to other online business models, and you can literally get started for no money at all. Of course, that means you're going to be doing more work yourself. Either you're going to pay someone to write for you, or you got to do the writing yourself. There is no magic third option where you can not pay anyone to do it for you. It's one or the other, pay in your time or in your money. So if you don't have any money, you have to pay in your time and effort. And that's what we did when we first got started. The first book I ever published back in 2017 was a book that I wrote myself. It was a short 5,000 word book, and it's because I didn't have any money to pay for a writer to write the book for me. Also, I was skeptical as to whether this even works, so I didn't want to risk the money and so on. But this first book, when I published it, this isn't the case for everyone, but I guess maybe I was kind of lucky in that case because I didn't really know what I was doing for the first book, had no experience or no knowledge. But it actually made me around $850 in the first month, and this was obviously mind-blowing, life-changing. I did not think that this this ability to make money online. This is way back in 2016, 2017. And obviously that completely changed my life. That was just like the start of it. My point in saying that is that if you don't have money to get started, you don't need it. And even if you have money to get started, I don't suggest having $5,000 or $10,000 to invest. All you need to get started is 1 or 2 books. In the past, maybe people wanted to publish a whole lot of books, but now that's not the strategy. Publish 1 or 2 books at a time, focus on those, get a good title, a good cover, and focus on reviews during your book launch. And ideally, you would have over 100 reviews on your book, and that takes time, but anyone can do that, okay? Anyone can do that. We'll have a separate video about how to do that. But if you have those 3 things, I mean, the risk is so low. The risk is so low to actually make your money back, at the very least, on your books. And I do see a lot of people that are afraid to invest in anything, because when you work a job, you're never asked to invest in anything. People are worried that they're not going to make it back, and then it stops them from ever actually trying to start an online business. But as entrepreneurs, there's obviously risk in everything. Nothing's guaranteed, but that's what comes with the benefits of being an entrepreneur. There are also the downsides, which is the risk that you can lose money. Yes, of course you can. You can't just create a bunch of shitty books and expect them to make money. Okay. But if you do it well, good cover, good title, reviews, there's so little risk in this business model. And that's the second reason why I love it so much. So I don't want to keep rambling about it, but this may have come off as like a sales pitch for why publishing is the best thing in the world and there are no downsides to it. Well, of course there are, but I wanted to share for people that aren't so familiar with the business model. This is why that if I were starting again, I would do it myself. And if you value, the passive income part and the low startup costs to get started in this business, then perhaps it's also a good online business for you to get started with. So just want to say that. Let's wrap up this video here. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Would be very thankful. Subscribe to the channel if you want more videos about publishing, about online business. This obviously was not a how-to video, but we will have a lot more coming. We have a lot others already posted on the channel. And leave a comment as to your thoughts as well. I'm curious to hear, what do you like most about the publishing business model? Do you agree with the things that I've said? And if you don't, and you don't like publishing, I'm also very interested to hear why and what other business model you would prefer in that case. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Like, subscribe, comment. Catch you guys in the next one.